Welcome to the 284th episode of the Video Games podcast, where we talk about any game at all, including new stuff, old stuff, and anything in between. If we are playing it, we'll be talking about it. Today we are recording on May 15th, 2022. My name is Brad Galloway. I am the editor of GameCritics.com, and 50% of this here show with me is the man who's taking it easy like Sunday morning, Carlos Rodella.
Oh, I think I am. Yeah.
Trying to anyway, right? It is Sunday morning, at least.
It is Sunday morning, morning-ish. I guess it's afternoonish time. And I am taking it easy. I actually took a day off for Monday, so I'm going to have like a 3-day weekend.
Oh, really? So okay, cool. I'm trying to think of the last time I've done that. I don't know. Ever? Maybe never? I don't know. Well, you got anything planned? You got to just kick it?
I'm just going to kick it. I think I might leave town and just kind of go somewhere. But yeah, it's like my head's been down on work for so long and just kind of doing a lot of new things with streaming and, engaging in the community. And it's been awesome, but it's just been a lot of work. So I need a little bit of time.
I getcha. All right, cool. Well, I hope you enjoy that extra day off, man. Get your head straight, have some fun. Maybe grab some bite to eat or a cup of coffee or something. Come back and be all rejuvenated.
Because that's all you need to have fun. It's just a bite of coffee and
a sip of food, and you're good to go.
And you're good to go.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, sometimes.
Oh, go ahead.
Is that the name of the show?
Yeah, that's the name of the show. A bite of coffee and a sip of food is the name of the show.
All right, I'm writing it down.
What were you going to say?
I don't know what I was going to say.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter, I guess then.
Doesn't matter. Okay. Anyway, folks, we are here. We have got a jam-packed show. It was kind of a weird week, and I ended up getting a lot of games in that, honestly, more than I was planning on, and I figured, well, it's going to be a big show, and sure enough, it's a big show. But before we get to the main content, we're going to do the same thing that we always do. As everyone knows, Carlos and I share a virtual living space divided down the middle with a strip of duct tape. On my side, I have one thing. Carlos, what do you have on your side?
I have two or three things, and one of them is smaller, and one of them is pretty huge, but I'm going to try to I don't know. We'll go slow on it. So the first one is, I just want to mention that I was on the Gaming in the Wild podcast.
Yeah, I listened to it, man. It was great. You was that's one of my favorite podcasts, and you're one of my favorite people, and put those two things together. It's like a total, chocolate peanut butter situation.
Yeah. Oh, chocolate and peanut butter is good. Got to go dark chocolate, though, with peanut butter.
No. God,
really?
no.
That's me.
No.
Yeah,
no.
That's 100% me.
Disgusting.
You're disgusting.
Anyways,
he was awesome, and by the way, gave us so much love for the podcast, so thank you for that.
Yeah, John's awesome. I love John.
John's amazing. And then, we talked just about one game, which is kind of fun. We did a little bit of talk in the beginning about a few other games, but we talked about Trek to Yomi and how much I love it, and expanded on some of the stuff we said on this show. And it was just really, really good to talk about it, and also with someone else who found a lot of the same things that I was, so enamored with. And just to tell more people about it, because I think that some people said the combat's a little chill and not really complex, but it's not supposed to be. It's really more about part of the experience.
I mean, I haven't played that game, but I listened to your guys' show. I've seen it, and you and I have talked about it before. I mean, that game to me, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like it's all about the vibe and the story and the experience. Anybody coming to that for I want some real tight, combo based combat or something, I think maybe you're barking up the wrong tree. I don't think that's really what that game was being sold on. Am I wrong?
Yeah, exactly. And I think we expanded on that. So please go listen to that show. I think we did a really good job of breaking down the actual game. And if you listen to the end of it, we actually did a spoiler cast and talked about the endings, which there are multiple endings. I don't know if you know that.
I did not know that. I haven't been spoiled at all on it, and I'm doing my best to not spoil. I'm in the middle of something right now, but I do want to start Yomi pretty soon.
Yeah, it's so cool because our endings were wildly different.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I love when that happens.
I do too. And if you listen to the show at the very end, if you've already played it and got an ending, or you want to just deal with the spoilers, it's just really exciting how different they were. So anyways, go check out that show. Love Gaming in the Wild, and thank you for having me. And that's that.
Yeah, listen to the show. That's the best show. Quick tangent. You actually just reminded me of something. You finished Elden Ring. I finished Elden Ring. But you know what? There's 6 different endings to that, and I absolutely have not gone back to YouTube any of the other endings. Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and also I watched Asmongold and some other people talk about the endings. So yeah, I've seen them all.
Oh man, I just totally reminded me. I'm like, oh shit, I got 5 endings to go YouTube. I totally forgot. Okay, anyway,
there's one that's wildly different. I
Oh,
know
is it
that.
really?
Yeah.
Is
Like,
there a dog controlling everything from behind the scenes?
oh, old school callback
Callback.
for all you old timey gamers. Yeah, no, not that, but it's pretty intense. It's like pretty much the main different one,
All right,
and
I'll have to. Man, I gotta make a note to myself and
I'm
like
guessing
go
you
check
didn't
this
get
out.
it because you would know. It's pretty
No,
intense.
no, I did the quote unquote best ending with Ronnie the Space Witch because I figured why not. So
Okay. Anyways, before I leave the Gaming in the Wild talk, he did bring up the idea of like games we're looking forward to, and I was unprepared. And then I went back.
I'm always unprepared for that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think both of us haven't really done that much on this show, which we should, I think, do, because we know a lot of games coming out and the schedules and stuff. So I just made a couple that thought I'd bring up because I didn't really remember them then.
Yeah, go for it, man. I
One
mean,
is
honestly, I'm always so busy with what I got. I never look forward.
right.
But if you got something, I would love to hear about it.
Just a couple I want to mention. One, obviously, Stray, because I talk about that on the show all the time.
Yep.
But also Little Devil Inside. I think
Oh
that's still
God,
going to make this
man.
year.
What the hell? We talk. I feel like we talk about that once every 3 years, and like it's still coming
Nice.
and still coming,
Yeah.
but not yet.
I think it's going to be this year. I think they are officially, it's going to happen.
I hope they got their issues ironed out. I know there was some pushback on some of
Yeah,
their.
I think they did that right
Yeah,
away. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, cool.
Steel Rising. I forgot what that is. Kind of like an action RPG, maybe.
Doesn't sound super familiar.
Doesn't sound familiar either. And I wrote it down, but I'm not sure why. I think I saw a trailer or something. But obviously Dragon Quest 12, I don't think is this year, but another game I'm looking forward to because
Okay, yeah, you're Mr. JRPG. Sure.
JRPG. And One Piece Odyssey is having an RPG, and it might come out this year.
One Piece, like the anime.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
seems
Okay.
interesting. And then last thing is I just saw this the other day. Don't even know what it is, but it had a lot of good music. The trailer was Reverse Collapse is the game.
Doesn't sound familiar now.
It's brand new trailer, just dropped, and it's like just showing anime with good music and stuff. But it's actually a turn-based RPG, and the subtitle of the game it goes Reverse Collapse, Codename Bakery. What?
Oh, come on, you guys.
Come on.
Get out of here with that. Okay.
Bakery. It's like mechs and anime and turn-based RPG.
But also you're making sweet rolls
I
and
don't know.
baguettes? Like
Maybe.
what? I don't know.
It's anime Cinnabon. Anywho,
That's pretty
there's a
good.
couple things that I'm interested in.
All right. Well, I'll. It's funny you mentioned that because I was totally unaware that there was going to be another Nintendo indie
Oh, right. We didn't even talk about
display
it.
drop. Did you watch it? I didn't watch it yet. Did you
I
watch
just
it?
watched parts of it. Yeah.
I think today I'm going to watch it. It didn't even occur to me, and then I got an email from Nintendo saying, "Hey, loser, you didn't watch our show," and I'm like, "Whoops." So I think I'm going to round up the family. We're going to get on the couch, make some popcorn, and watch that later this afternoon. But I've heard it was a pretty good one if you like indie games, which I do. I know you do
if
too.
always play the Switch like you do.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to check that out for sure. So heads up, if you missed it, like I missed it, there's one that just released like 2-3 days ago by the time you're hearing this podcast. So I guess check that out. I will check it out today.
Again, really quickly to get one box out of the way, unless you want to do your box first.
Nah, go ahead.
Okay. It's a rant, and I need to make it just because I was
Starting early today. Starting early.
Yeah. Just because I saw this on TikTok and it reminded me of my frustrations. So recently, Starfield and Redfall got delayed. Starfield was one of my most anticipated games.
That's the Bethesda space exploration, like that space exploration. What is
sci-fi
Redfall?
RPG.
Yeah.
Redfall was the multiplayer, I think, game.
Oh,
that
the
I'm not
vampire,
like.
the
Yeah,
vampire,
yeah.
multi, Left 4 Dead but with vampire.
Had like really cool intro trailer or whatever that they showed off.
Yes.
I'm not like heartbroken over that, but Starfield was talking about games I was anticipating. It was my most anticipated because it is a huge sci-fi RPG. So both of those got delayed. Starfield was real close, I feel like, to making that date. But what I saw,
You think so? It seems to me like it's ages away, dude. It seems to me like that's really far off.
I mean, they said they were working on it instead of Skyrim for one thing, and they started years ago. So I know games take years, but I remember whatever the Todd Howard talk was, he said we started this like as soon as we were done with what was it? I don't know, whatever
Skyrim?
game. No, maybe Fallout 76 or something. Like he was like,
oh yeah, maybe.
we were already starting it right then because we knew that was just an MMO type thing. Anywho, they've been on it for a while. I was excited. My point is, I saw a guy on TikTok mention this, and he was totally right. And my rant is this about Xbox. One, yes, Game Pass is great, and we talk about it a lot, but there isn't a lot of like brand new stuff now for the rest of the year that's going to be like, what is it? Comes out on Xbox first or something.
Mhm.
because of those delays. And I don't know. I always say this, but I'm not playing a ton on my Xbox. It's just the reality of the situation. There's games that are multiplayer or multi-console,
Multi-platform, sure.
multi-platform, but if there's like a game for Xbox, it's not a ton. And what the guy on TikTok said was like, I think Xbox needs not an acquisition manager, but a production manager. Because even when I, partially worked there for a minute, like I could see some of that. I think that you need to like get games out. And there's just so much acquisition. There's so much promise. Hey, this is now we're doing this. Check this out. Check this out. But what games are we playing? Like,
I mean, sure. So what's coming out for PlayStation this year?
I mean, 8 million things. I don't have the list in front of me, but like,
Uh-huh, sure,
and
sure.
I'm not either or. I don't give a shit. Like, I would play a ton of games on Xbox. I'm saying and this is my rant. I don't think they're fucking bringing games out, man. Like, there's bringing indie games that are multi-platform to Game Pass. That's cool. And we'll talk about one later in the show. But why I would need an Xbox, I don't know a reason. Like right
Oh
now.
my God, Carlos, you
Yeah,
do this. You go through this.
I
You
do this a lot.
you do this a lot. You were doing this to the Switch. Now you're doing it to the Xbox, bro. I mean, there's a lot of what you just said. I mean, that's a huge issue, right? So it's like they're acquiring things because they said there weren't enough specific games for Xbox. So they spent like all this money to buy studios that are going to be producing games for Xbox, but now it's like, well, there's no games. But the games got to be made. I mean, I don't know how many things are in the pipe. I don't know how many things are close, how many things are far off. I mean, who knows, right? Like we don't know behind the Microsoft curtain. But I mean, I'm fine with them taking their time. I certainly like for a game like
Yeah.
Starfield, right?
Mm-hmm.
Starfield. I want them to take their time, like I don't want them to rush it because then it's going to be like, oh, this game sucks on Xbox. Like, you can't ever keep anybody happy, right? Like, and it's just like they're doing what they can do. I feel like they're steering the ship in the right direction, and a big ship like that doesn't steer quickly, so I'm fine. I mean, like honestly, there's plenty to play, and I don't really care about the exclusives game anyway. Like, I'll play whatever on anything, so I'm fine. I'm gonna give them some time. If they don't have anything, if they don't have killer games by like the end of next year, then I'll be in your boat. I'll definitely think
Okay,
they
but
fucked
see,
things up.
that's what I'm talking about because I think that's going to happen, and also I
You
feel
think they're
like
not gonna have anything next year?
no, I don't. Maybe Fable, right, or something. I think Fable. But the point is, we're counting these on one hand. I just feel like I'm saying the obvious, and I've been saying it for I think a couple years now, and it's been true. But most people, including you, and this is fine, give me the answer of just well, it takes a while. But then again, I'm like playing, Horizon Forbidden West, or I'm playing other games on PlayStation, or I'm playing other games on Steam that come out like obviously early access and right away. And so I'm just looking at my play habits, and my play habits are I don't play a ton of stuff on Switch. I know you like the smaller indies that come out for that, but I don't really have to turn my Xbox on unless there's a specific like day one Game Pass thing, which is fun. But I can count those on one hand too. Like day one Game Pass only on Xbox. There's been a
Sure. I mean,
couple.
I don't want to turn this into like a console versus console thing because
I
I feel like we're above that. But I mean, honestly, I can't even tell you the last time I turned on my PlayStation 5. It's got a pretty thick layer of dust on it.
but
I
you
played
just
it,
live on your Switch. That's why.
I mean, on the Switch and the Xbox. So it's like, I don't think it's really a matter of like one of these. I mean, it's just like it's where you prefer, right? Like you play multi-platform games on the PlayStation. I play multi-platform on the Xbox. I don't think I've played any console exclusives on PlayStation. I mean, maybe like Ratchet and Clank. I think that was about it. So like one game stuff. I mean, I don't even know if there's been any platform exclusive for the Xbox, but I spend my time because that's where like my library is building, right? So I mean, I don't care. I mean, I'll play anything anywhere, and I'm not really too worried about whether there's going to be a big exclusive coming for anything. Just whatever comes. There's gonna be a bunch of big Xbox exclusives because of all these acquisitions. Maybe not now, but later. And when it comes, then I'll be ready for it. And if anything comes on the PlayStation, cool. But I'm not sweating it, man. I'm not sweating. It's a big deal. It takes a while.
And to put a button in it, I'm not sweating it either. But my point is still valid. The fact is, I'm talking about first party stuff that comes out or any sort of exclusive third party stuff. And it just doesn't, it's not there. So, yes, I play my PlayStation, you play your Xbox, probably the same games. It doesn't matter.
Very likely, yeah.
Yeah, they're interchangeable. So, that's not my complaint. It's just like I keep saying this and it keeps being true, which is that there isn't like a reason to be like, oh, I just need to be on the Xbox. And so,
Wow. Next year, you're going to be playing Starfield. You're going to be like, this is my number one favorite game of all time. This is fucking amazing. I'm so glad I got an Xbox. And I'm like, yep.
yeah, but I could have like, and technically, if that was the truth, then I could have like bought the Xbox for Starfield. Like,
I mean, you could have though.
yeah,
You can make that argument for anything though, dude.
I
I
know.
don't know. Anyway,
We'll close it
anyway,
up. We'll close it up. I had to bring it up because I
you
saw
had
that
to
on
bring it up
TikTok, and
because you're that guy. Yes.
I am that guy. Well, I just feel that it's real. Okay, so what's your other box?
Nothing big, nothing big. I just wanted to give a quick circle back shout out to Rogue Lords. I know that you played it a while ago,
Mm.
and I talked about it last episode. And when I talked about it last episode, I was like, oh, I'm kind of into this. I like it, but there's a couple systems that I'm kind of like question marks on, and I'm not sure about some of this. And so I really felt like I just wasn't getting the big picture because, I mean, honestly, there's a lot of systems. There's a lot of intricate parts in that thing. And the tutorial is pretty good, but it doesn't teach you like advanced strategy. Like, it doesn't teach you like, oh, if you're playing this character, this is what you want to do. And oh, this is a better way to like maximize your points or like whatever. Deeper strategies that you really need to understand in order to progress the game, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna watch a video, and I'm just gonna see some tips and stuff. And I found this guy who wrote a long post about it. There's not a lot of information about it, but there was one pretty good post. And the stuff that he was saying was stuff that I hadn't really considered. It was pretty different than the way I was playing. And I'm like, oh, okay, this guy's making some sense. Took his tips to heart, tried them out, and it like really turned my game around. I started winning like a lot more,
Mm.
and then I started understanding why some of the systems were the way they were, which I didn't fully understand on last episode. So I just wanted to circle back and just say, now that I put more time into it, I think this game is actually fantastic. I am more than halfway through the campaign. It's going, I've had some setbacks, I've had some losses, but I've also had a lot of big wins, and so I feel like that's acceptable to me, especially for a roguelike deck builder. Like, I don't expect to steamroll through those. You got to learn the systems, learn the cards, learn the characters, etc., etc. A lot of learning. But now that I'm into it, I feel like I got the measure of it. I'm moving forward. I feel like what they've done here is really, really, really good now that I've got the measure of it, and I think it's great. So I'm definitely recommending it like much more heartily than I did last episode because I
Mm.
was still kind of finding my legs. But if you like Slay the Spire, roguelike deck builders, anything along those lines, I definitely feel like this is a really, really good one. And honestly, besides you, I don't know anybody in my circle that's played it. And I've been talking about it on Twitter, I've been posting pics, trying to get people to give it a shout out. And I've been saying it's, if you like Slay the Spire, which everybody likes, maybe try this one too. I don't know, like it's just getting lost in the shuffle right now. But man, if you like Slay the Spire or roguelike deck builder, it's kind of the shit, dude. I think it's really, really good.
Dude, so many times you need to, and this is the way it is, you need to like find a YouTube video or something, a website that help you get further into the game.
Yeah.
Especially strategy type games, because then
Yeah,
once
exactly.
you said, like you said, you get a hook, you go, oh, now this opens up a whole new way that I can do this instead of just like kind of flailing.
Yeah, I just needed somebody to kind of like change my perspective on things because the way that I was approaching it was okay. I mean, I was winning a little bit, but it wasn't like I was like dominating or anything. And then once I read this guy's tips, and I apologize in advance because I meant to write down his name to give him props, and I don't know where I wrote that down. I'm sorry, but whoever that guy was, thank you, guy. That was good tips. That guy. But yeah, like once I changed my perspective and I started understanding things that I didn't understand before, I was like, okay, I get it, I get it, I get it. Now it all comes together. This game, it went from being pretty good to being like, oh, I think this game is actually pretty fantastic. So,
All right, there you go.
Rogue Lords, check it out. I'm playing on Xbox, but I believe it's on everything, I think. So, all right. Any last housekeeping from you, my friend?
No, but I will say that the other exclusives I'm excited about for PlayStation, because we were talking about exclusives. You're like, which ones? I just looked it up real quick, but obviously,
I know
Stray,
you did. I know you did.
Stray and Forspoken, I actually really am excited about.
What is Forspoken? I don't know that one.
It's a woman who runs around from like the
Oh,
modern
she's doing
world,
the
but then she
parkour
goes
in
in
the air and
yeah,
stuff.
in the
Yes,
fantasy
yes.
world stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
And then obviously I did, really like Horizon before I got bored of it. And God of War will come out for that. So there's a few that I'm interested in.
All right.
Anyways, let's get back to
Anyway.
the show.
All right, that is housekeeping. We're done with that. We're getting on to the main portion of the show, and we got a lot to get through. This is a big, big show today. Carlos, we're going to start it with you. A little tiny game that popped up on Game Pass. I'm actually very curious about this, but I just haven't had time for it yet. Citizen Sleeper. I took a quick look, and it just looked weird indie, and so that got my attention. But I honestly don't know much about it. You want to fill us in?
Yeah, I played it for a second, maybe an hour, but I just thought I'd mention it because I do like it and the concept of it. And it was brought to my attention by Gaming in the Wild. John said
Hey,
this, check it out. And then, so I did. So it's on Game Pass, which is great. Hey, there you go. Xbox. Yay,
yay,
baby.
Xbox! Oh God.
Citizen Sleeper was on PC like a million years ago, probably. So,
Oh, okay. I
you
didn't
know,
know if it was new or what.
I
But
was just
okay,
joking. Man, I'm going to be I don't want to
that
be the
hurts.
Debbie
That
Downer
hurts.
to
That's a little.
Xbox.
We're getting into bitter territory here, buddy.
I might start getting that way. Anyways, Citizen Sleeper, it's remind me of a game that I worked on a long time ago, social media, when I did that game Lifeline. Do you remember?
Lifeline. That was an amazing game.
Yeah. And so that was a text adventure. It was a little bit of real time. So when you talk to the astronaut who you're trying to help, you had to like wait for them to reply to you.
Yeah, some real time like communication mechanics. That was
So
pretty
cool.
fucking brilliant at the time, dude.
Yeah, I mean, still brilliant. By the way,
Yeah, I
anyway,
mean,
go
yeah,
download
it
it
is.
right now.
Yes.
It's that one and all of them. They made a bunch of them. So
They did. I was surprised at how many came afterwards.
yeah. So I worked on that, and I love, I really do enjoy text adventures. You just talked about one recently that mixes kind of like a text adventure with some combat or different kind of gameplay mechanics.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it is that kind of visual novel text adventure, but it has a bunch of mechanics. So you really aren't ever controlling a character. You're just kind of like looking at a map. And then when you do things or talk to people, like sometimes a profile picture will pop up, right? Anime, RPG style. And you basically play as, and the main reason I enjoy the game and is, for the story, obviously, but I'll get the mechanics of it in a minute. But you play as basically a copy of yourself. So you want to go to out deep space at some point, right? Like all of us want to do that. You probably can't survive it. Our bodies are pretty
Oh,
frail.
weird. Okay.
So you're kind of a copy of yourself put into the Matrix or the internet or whatever.
Like a virtual copy, or are you talking about like a clone?
Well, here's the thing: you're a virtual copy, or like your data, which we can do at some point, and that's a whole other tangent. And so, say your data, but then you get put into a body, so you have like an extra body that you can put your consciousness into, essentially.
Okay.
But because you're so like not even yourself, you're a copy of yourself. It kind of explores the idea of what it means to be alive or conscious.
Oh, I love the games like that. I love when people explore sci-fi themes like that.
Oh, it's so good. And I mean, part of me wants this to be a game where I'm walking around in third person because I like the concept so much. But I get it. It's not that kind of game.
But it's just like you said, like a map and like points on a map and stuff.
Yeah,
like
a map.
That? Okay.
And so how it works is when you wake up, in this body, there's kind of a guy there who's like, I'm going to help you out. You're going to do this work for me. And, you're screwed. But let's see if you can like figure out what's going on up here in the spaceship. So there's a kind of deeper mystery you're trying to solve, right? Like, why am I here? What's going on? And then at the same time, the mechanics are you move from point to point on the map. And then you have things like action points, which are like dice, like little dice rolls.
Uh-huh.
And then and that gives you like a probability of like things being successful or not, or positive or negative is what they call it. Then you have energy, of course, which I'm never the biggest fan of, but you have energy and you've got to get that back by doing different things. And then, oh crap, what was the other one? I forgot the other one right now. I'll have to look.
Memory, maybe?
No, it's not that. It's something like that, though.
Okay.
And so you have all these different kind of like things you got to watch, your meters and, progress essentially. And then you get side missions. Like the first guy says, hey, help me with moving this stuff, like manual labor. So you pick the actions you want to do. And then you kind of basically assign these dice to see if you are successful or not.
Okay.
And certain things are like more risky. So like explain in the very beginning, it's like explore this market. And it's like very risky because you're like your body's not fully formed and you're kind of like just starting the game, so you might get like I don't know shivved or something. That's what I'm
as
thinking.
you do
as you do as a clone who wakes up on a spaceship.
Happens all the time.
And so yeah, you kind of like it's all this kind of min max risk reward, figuring out what you can and can't do and how you can get energy back. And at the end of the day, you kind of go back to sleep in your clone body or go into the internet. And then you wake up, and by every time you sleep, it pushes like time forward, right, for stories and stuff.
Gotcha.
And then you also open up things as you go along and complete missions, like more information about this deeper mystery, like what's going on. And then you can have you have stats as well, and so you can upgrade your stats. So you get little points and you can put them into different, things. So it's just that kind of a game. It's like you go through
Dude, this sounds
story.
like the shit. This sounds like absolutely my jam, dude.
I
Like you're
think
getting
it
me
is
really
your
hyped up for
jam.
this. I really want to play this now. I got it downloaded. I just need the time. But man, like you talking about it, I'm like, yeah, man, yeah, this is my shit.
Yeah, I guess I forgot that you really are into this style.
Oh, I love these.
And I'm not as much, but I like it. Like I like the story so much that I want to like, progress.
Yeah, yeah.
And I haven't really failed yet. I've been really smart about like the action points I spend, and stuff like that. But man, it is really, really, and I like the art a lot. It reminds me of what is that? Oh, it's gonna bother me. Is it Grant Morrison? There's
I know you're talking about Jeff Darrow, maybe a little
maybe
bit.
it's like that old school sci-fi comic book
Yeah, I
look.
know. I saw that look. I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. That
So
old, like,
good.
yes, I got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Oh
real
man.
quick, that's all I have to say about it. I'm gonna go back to it tonight. It's that kind of thing where you can relax and just like there's no time.
Right,
You
right,
don't
right.
run away from bad
No
guys.
reflexes. No, you don't need to
No.
dodge anything. No fucking parrying in that
No
game, right?
parrying.
Fuck parrying. You know what this reminds me of? Just a really quick tangent here. Soma, not to spoil anything, but Soma touches on a lot of the same themes. And did you ever play Soma or
Yeah, I
not?
did. Yeah, and we probably talked
Man,
about it in the show.
I got to come back to it because I really want to. I want to love that game, but I got to say, like, there's certain decisions they made that I just didn't care for, and I know that they updated it to do the no violence mode, which I went into, but man, some of that. Like I got to be just real. Let's real talk. Real talk. Some of the puzzle design is just garbage in that game, and I just really don't like it. And it's too long. But
Mm.
man, like I read ahead a little bit, and I'm like, it's so cool. The idea is so cool. The themes are so cool. I gotta have to force myself to go back to it. But that sounds a lot in Soma, like what you're describing in Citizen Sleeper. I'm down with those concepts. I'm down with those themes. I love sci-fi, so I'm gonna prioritize this.
Well, and that's what takes me out of these kind of games if it is too puzzle heavy, because then I'm like, I don't want to figure this out.
Yeah,
This feels more like all based on your choices. Like, what are you doing? What are you gonna take your time doing? And there's just so many things to do. Like, there's lots of locations you can really kind of, I guess, play it as the way you want to play it. So, check out Sit and Sleeper. It's on Xbox Game Pass, the best
Xbox
console,
Game Pass, best console, best place to play games.
best place to play games.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
advocated
go.
by the advocated by so many games.
It's
We
good.
put our seal of approval on it.
It's gonna be this facetious thing that I say all the time
Oh
now.
man! All right, we're gonna keep it with you here for just another moment
Oh,
here.
okay. And then I'm gonna listen to you talk for like 2 hours. So go
I
ahead.
got so many games,
Yeah.
too. But you brought okay. Maybe I'm. Is it Eternal Edge or is it not Eternal Edge?
It is Eternal Edge.
There was like an L in it. And is it L Eternal Edge? Because I could
Oh,
see somebody doing that. Or is it Eternal Edge?
well, now let me look up Eternal Edge Plus. It's Eternal Edge
Okay,
Plus.
okay. Just a typo. Eternal Edge Plus. Where are you playing this, and what is it? I have literally no idea what we're talking about
So I was like, skimming Xbox or not Xbox. That's funny. That was a
here. You're just taking
Freudian
a piss
slip, I
now,
guess.
dude. You're trolling.
I wasn't really trying to troll there. I was actually. I think it's because we were just talking
Subconscious
about,
troll is the
yeah,
worst kind of troll.
or it was the fact that I love Xbox so much it had to come out of my mouth.
Oh man.
Best place to play games. Anyways, I was scrolling through Steam, a place that you don't go to, and
Only occasionally, very occasionally.
right when we've talked about it on the show every time you have,
Yes.
and looking for RPGs because me action RPGs, I need one. And even though I'm playing Tales of which one, Zesperia, there's so many areas.
There's so yes, they all end in yeah.
Yeah.
So there's too many of them.
It got a little. I don't want to revisit that, but I got a little like, I don't know. I kind of fell out of it for a minute.
What,
So
grindy, repetitive, story didn't take off. What happened?
no, just think the combat was a little too. I think I might have been praising it last time, but
Was that the auto combat? that
yeah,
you
it's like
said?
mix auto, and so like I don't know. I like a little bit more like agency sometimes.
Did you feel like your life was draining away while you're watching numbers tick away on a screen?
Maybe.
Okay.
So I jumped over to RPGs and Steam, and I found Eternal Edge. Now there's a demo, I believe it's still up, maybe, and it was like a prologue, and you could play that for a while. But I went ahead and I just had some credit on my account, so I went and picked it up. It's like $9. So $9, and it is like a Zelda Ocarina of Time kind of action combat.
Like a 3D or kind of a top down?
No 3D, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Like am I saying the right one? Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it has got that same kind of lock-on mechanic. So you pull L trigger and you'll lock onto an enemy.
Oh, sure.
And so, yeah, mainly I picked it up because it just seems like very, like a huge world. Yeah, there's some puzzles, but it's just the moment to moment combat is really fun. The only thing is the jump is terrible, and you jump like 1 inch off the ground, and I don't know why. They just not don't have a jump if it's going to be just so
Oh man, I
short.
hate that. Yeah, I
I
hate that.
know, but I don't. I never use it. I just use the dodge, and the dodge, as you know, I love if it's done well, and it's
A
done
good
well.
dodge is the way to Carlos's heart.
It is. That's my middle name is Dodge.
Dodge roll
Carlos
Carlos.
Dodge. Oh wait, what'd you say? Dodge
Dodge
roll
roll.
Carlos. Yeah. Anywho, the action moment to moment is fun. It's very simplistic. It's a small team, so it's not going to win any rewards for like massive scope or graphics or anything like that. But it's again really fun to play. You just fight monsters. You do things in RPG. You know you would normally do.
The typical RPG.
Typical
things.
RPG. But the story is kind of not typical. Your wife has been put to sleep by the Skeleton King because reasons. And you got to try to wake her up. And the only way to wake her up is to get a bunch of things, of course, on an overworld map.
Sure.
That's
sure.
how it works in the real life.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, because but my wife will fall asleep sometimes, and I go and I try to wake her up, and it's like, God damn it, Skeleton King put a spell on her again. We had stuff to do today.
Yeah,
So,
and then
you
end up going all over Seattle to find
Yes.
different things. And then
It's
when you
usually
get
like
them,
coffee and a scone.
oh,
and
this
maybe
is
some
real
flowers.
then. This is real. Maybe the Skeleton King is real. Anywho, it's just super fun, and I wanted to tell you one quick moment from it. Is like,
Okay.
As soon as you play, of course, there's like enemies that are too strong or whatever. But because I've been playing so much damn Elden Ring and Souls games, I felt compelled to go to the first boss right away.
Oh man.
Right?
It broke you, dude. It broke you.
No, this is a good thing. I'm saying it's a
okay.
positive.
Okay. Okay.
Because I was handling the enemies, and I was like, this is no problem. And I made dodge roll. I was feeling it, you know. So I went to the first boss, who was like huge, and I have no sword to take him on. And when I hit him, it hits like what 5% of damage.
You
or
punch him
something.
with your fist or something?
No, I have a sword, but it's just not
like a
very
tiny sword. Okay, gotcha.
Anyway, so I start hitting him, and I got this dodge roll down so well, and I'm using my Dark Souls brain, know exactly when to iframe it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I'm doing it, dude. I'm doing it. I'm like dodging everything he does. And he's like a huge boss, and I'm like level 1. And so then I hit him a bunch, and he goes to like second form, where he like sends a million guys at you.
Yeah.
And then he comes back. Anyways, I beat the motherfucker.
I love that you have never liked the Souls game. You play Elden Ring and you emerge a stronger, superior being. That
might be the case.
Hilarious to me.
It might be the case. And that's when I brought it up to you. I was like, here it is. My new skills. Although the dodge is real good. Like that dodge has got iframes.
Good dodge can
all
go
over
a
it.
long way to carry a game.
Because I think I'm level 1, and I'm like I got some good reflexes, but like it's letting me do it. So, anyways, it felt really good to beat the boss like early on. Also, one of the rewards I got though, a pumpkin bomb. Come on, a pumpkin bomb for beating a huge boss in the very beginning.
Maybe it's amazing. I don't know. Is it a good bomb?
The point is, I never like bombs because they go away.
But maybe it's reusable.
We can check. I doubt it. Are you kidding me? A bomb?
Maybe it's the item that you can use to defeat the last boss in one hit. You don't know.
You're making up this. That sounds like Elden Ring.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's the bomb. The last boss is vulnerable to nothing except pumpkin bombs. Maybe.
So I did it. Oh, and by the way, there is a little, not really Souls thing, but you do spend like essence that you get to upgrade yourself and stuff like that.
Sure.
Anywho, I like it. I think it's fun and simple. It's $9. Are you kidding me? Come on, people. If you want an action RPG, just check it out. There is a free prologue. That's right. That's up. I kind of feel bad that I didn't play it because, it's a little bit of story before the game. But anywho, Eternal Edge Plus on Steam, I recommend $9.74. That's all it costs.
$9.74. All right, cool. Sounds good. Let's move on to the next section here. I played a bunch of games, like I said earlier in the show, a bunch. And I think probably one big reason why I got through so many of them is because so many of them I absolutely bounced off just like real fucking quick.
This is a pile of I don't want to be mean, but pile of garbage you didn't.
I'm going to say that these are games that I had an allergic reaction to.
Ooh.
And that I just did not continue with.
Okay.
So first one was it makes me sad to even say this. I was really excited for this one. Loot River. We talked about this during the Xbox Demo Fest last summer or whatever it was. This is it's so cool conceptually.
Yep.
So basically, it's a top-down game, pixel art game. You play a little dude, and it's kind of like Dark Soulsy in feel. It's got that weird, mysterious world, and you die and revive. It's also a roguelike. But the hook to Loot River is that you are on a river, and there are little islands, or I guess rafts. I'm not even sure what they are. Little pieces of land on the river, and they're shaped like Tetris blocks. And so you get on your first Tetris block. You can move it all around, and then you got to fit it into like the next piece of land in order to get to that piece of land. And so the whole game is kind of like you trying to figure out how to maneuver these little islands around so that you can get where you're going. So it's kind of like playing Tetris, sort of, but you're like moving islands on a river that is just like Tetris, kind of.
And you're moving your character while it's moving the piece,
Yes,
which I think is
exactly.
crazy.
Exactly. So the character moves, the piece moves, and the thing that also happens is there's like a lot of combat. They definitely feel very like Souls inspired. So I love the concept. We played the demo, and it seemed really cool and promising. So the actual game is out now, and I gotta say, oh man, I really, really, really did not like it like at all.
Mm.
The puzzle concept still good. I was still okay with like the Souls aesthetics and stuff like that. But the problem is that this game goes fucking way overboard on the combat. Just like bananas combat. Way too many enemies. Just way too many fights. The combat does not feel good. And the controls don't feel good. Like when you're playing a game that puts so much emphasis on combat, if you're going to be combat focused, the combat has to be good.
Yeah.
That is like step one. Do not make your game a combat game if it's not good. There's been a lot of games that I think are fine where combat is maybe not great, but it's not the focus, right? It's like the story, or it's the world, or there's puzzles or something. But if you're going to have a game that is so focused on combat, that combat has to be tuned. This combat, I mean, not to hurt anybody's feelings, this combat feels like absolute ass, like it's garbage. I do not like this combat.
How do you say not to hurt anyone's feelings?
I mean, don't take it personal, but this combat
ass.
is absolute ass. Like it's terrible.
Well, how much of the game though is the puzzle piece part 2 though, right? Like, is that?
I mean, it's hard to say, right? I didn't get that far. I got to like level 2 or 3, and it's like, moving the puzzle pieces is great, but like every time you move a puzzle piece, there's always enemies on the next piece over. So that when you get there, you get swarmed. Like there's way, way, way too many enemies, and they'd hit you for too much damage, and it just does not feel good to play. This is also a game that wants you to parry, which is like, please, God, don't do that. Stop with the parrying. The parrying does not feel good. The dodge does not feel good. So I know you're gonna be out of this one.
Out.
The dodge feels like garbage. It's just like I just don't understand how they could put. Like, if it was like fighting one enemy at a time, I could totally put up with this combat. Like it would be fine. But when you're fighting like 15 enemies at once, it feels awful, and I just don't ever want to come back to it, which is a shame because I love the concept, love the puzzle pieces. It seems so cool, but the combat just kills it. It is not fun to play whatsoever.
All right, allergic to one. There we go.
Allergic to one. Next one. Okay, so we talked about Crusader Kings 3 a couple weeks ago. Remember that?
Oh yeah, and I actually tried it too.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, just for a moment. Let's talk about Crusader Kings 3. Did you in any way understand how to play that game?
I feel like almost because on our episode we talked about it, you had no idea. I wanted to figure it out, and so I looked a little bit before, like again on YouTube or something.
Sure.
So I had a general idea of what I was doing, but I didn't feel like I was doing it well.
Yeah.
And I felt like I got stuck like super fast. So
Yeah.
I knew the very beginning, but then I got lost.
Well, I went into Crusader Kings 3 pretty much cold. Like I knew it was about, medieval stuff and empire building, and I was hoping the game's tutorials would, carry me through. That absolutely didn't work. I had literally no idea what to do or how to play that game. And that was an experience which is really weird to me because I've been playing games just like you have for, probably 40 plus years. We play so many games every week. I mean, we're the furthest thing from a noob you could get. But it just goes to show, like, with so many genres and so many types of games, I mean, you can't master them all. And this one, Crusader Kings 3, just stumped me. I didn't even know what to even do. So that was something that is burned in my mind now. And I started playing a new game, the game I'm talking about now. It's called Thea, Thea, Thea 2, The Shattering. So thanks to the developers for sending me a code to talk about here on the show, which I'm doing right now. This is like Crusader Kings 3 all over again. It seems like a very cool game. Choose characters. You're like the avatar of a god. You're in this giant open world. There are some, crafting, empire building. One thing I really appreciated was when you choose your character at the beginning of the game, there's like all sorts of farmers and knights and magicians, male and female, and then there's like a rat. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely the rat, dude. I'm definitely gonna be the rat. So
Nice.
that was fun. Um, but it was like I got through the tutorial and I was feeling pretty shaky when I got through the tutorial. I did not feel like it was a great tutorial. Start playing the game, and again, it was like I don't even know what buttons to push to make anything happen. It was like they're like collect some wood and craft a thing, and goblins are coming. Watch out! And I'm like, dude, help, somebody help me,
Yeah.
please. I I literally don't know what's going on. There's like a bunch of hexes on the map, and there's like a million menus. Not all the menus had words, which was a bummer. They're kind of going for like the pictograph kind of a thing, where they think that it's going to be intuitive. That doesn't work. Not everybody's brain works the same way, and if you think that a certain symbol means something, I guarantee you it doesn't mean that same thing to everybody around the world. So you got to really polish that up. It's difficult to do. IKEA fails at it hard all the time. And if IKEA can't do it, you can't do it.
Nice.
So I didn't get very far. I didn't even get past the first level. I literally could not figure out what to do or how to advance. It was a shame because I love the art. Art was very cool. Like setting up my character was really fun. I see like all these different gods to choose from and all these different, it just seems like something that I would really like to get into, but I need somebody to sit with me and hold my hand and like play the game for me for like the first 12 hours to show me exactly what's going on because I could not crack it myself. So I bounced off it, which is a shame, but I don't want to spend 6 months trying to learn to play this game that I'm not even sure that I like yet.
Yeah, and that why is a shame is there was an original game too, Thea the Awakening.
Yeah, yeah.
And it says that both of them were based on like Slavic mythology, with procedural dark fantasy. Like all that stuff sounds good to me.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like turn-based Witcher or something, which I would be totally
Yeah.
up for. And it looks great. Like screenshots are interesting. But fuck, dude,
Uh,
oh man, it was like that and Crusader Kings 3 are just like it's like a foreign language to me, man. I don't even know.
yeah.
All right, so
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum.
wow, that was Thea 2. The Shattering was playing that on Xbox. Final game that I was highly allergic to. It's called Source of Madness. This is a two.
Oh,
Were you
sorry.
looking at this one?
Yeah, and I know why you were interested. I mean, it's got a Souls thing, right?
It's kind of soulsy looking. It's also very Lovecrafty, which I'm also a real big fan of. The crazy elder gods and tentacle monsters, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody ends up going crazy. I love those stories. I love that theming, that world, and kind of stuff. So it was like 2D platformy, actiony, soulsy, Lovecrafty. I mean, all that stuff is in my basket, dude. All that stuff. I'm like, check, yes, 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 yes. This is for me. And I start playing this, and like, dude, like, okay, I didn't realize this at first, and I didn't even really know about this until later. But somehow these developers wanted to make this game really using their own like homebrewed AI procedural generation for like almost everything. So you know where this is going, right? Like if you're doing a tight action platformer with combat, but you're having AI generate not only the levels, but also like the enemies are AI generated. And I mean, like, I don't mean like they made enemies and the AI distributes them. I mean, the AI is creating the enemies, as in, what do they look like? How do they move? What kind of damage do they do?
Mm.
Proc gen, dude. And so I didn't realize this at first because I don't know how anybody found out about it. I contacted PR and I was like, do you have more information about this? And they're like, no, we don't have any information. I'm like, but this is like a core pillar of your game. I feel like maybe you want to explain why you made these choices, but I couldn't get any info out of them. So basically, what happens is this game is real fucking dark. I mean, I hear some people say that if you get lucky and the AI produces a level that's bright, then you get some brightness. But I had several dark, really dark levels in a row. Very hard to see. Controls are mushy. Jumping does not feel good. Movement does not feel good. Combat feels terrible. Could not tell
Jeez.
where my hitboxes were. Could not tell where the enemy hurt boxes were. Not enough tutorials to explain the systems. And the enemies, I mean, the levels look like garbage. They just look like garbage. And in one sense, I kind of appreciate that because if we're talking Lovecraft, it's like madness, architecture that defies logic, something that only partially exists in 3D space, you're going
Yeah.
crazy. Like that fits, right? So I'm like, okay, that's cool. But like it's really hard to see what's going on. The levels don't make a lot of sense in how you play them. So there has to be like consideration given to how it plays. But also the combat is like the enemies just like no rhyme or reason. It was just like random tentacles, which again I get the theming, but it's like I can't tell where am I hitting them, how are they hitting me. They're moving just like randomly, and it's just like none of it seems tuned, none of it feels good. Like I'm trying to whack a monster and I can't tell if I'm hitting him, but he's hitting me, and I'm just like frustrated and trying to get away and I can't get away, and it's just none of this feels good. And if you throw in the fact that it's like a roguelike where you're supposed to like try and die and earn points to advance, I mean, okay, but it has to feel good. Like it has to feel good moment to moment. You can't just like play some really awful feeling game and hope that eventually you're going to get some weapon or eventually you're going to get some kind of power up that feels good. It has to feel at least somewhat good from the beginning. This game feels awful all the way around, like in every aspect. I feel like AI generation absolutely not the way to go for this game. And it's a shame because like in screenshots and when you hear about it, it seems cool, but I had like the worst time with Source of. I think I played it for
Mm.
maybe like 20 minutes and I'm like, this is no, we're not doing this. This is no.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of similar things that you just said from other people, and
About this
also,
specific game?
yeah, about this specific game is why I didn't download it because
Oh,
I
okay.
like the Lovecraftian look as well, and I'm more open to roguelikes nowadays, you could say. But at the same time, yeah, I was hearing some negative stuff like that, and also AI can be done really well, but I think 2D is harder. AI and 2D is just probably
Yeah.
more difficult. And then secondly, yeah, if you're making it where you don't know what you're hitting because it's like so generated. And then there's like big maps, I guess, right too. So it's like hard to
Yeah.
figure out where you went and stuff. So I don't know.
It's just frustrating all the way around, dude. I really wish I think that they have the kernel of something really good there, but it just doesn't work. And I have a hard time believing that these people played their own game and they were like, yeah, this is really great. This is what we wanted. I have a hard time believing that because it's a pretty miserable experience. So
All right.
anyway, Source of Madness, Thea 2, Loot River, none of those were clicking with me this week, which is probably why I got through them so quickly. All right, moving on. Back to you, Carlos. Roundguard. We had a reader last week, or maybe was it 2 weeks? Not a reader, a listener. I'm so used to
Read. I
being
was
Game
just
Grumps.
letting
I
you
know, I
go.
know.
Reader.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. Listener, who said that we should play Roundguard because you were so up on Peglin, right? So this is kind of in the Peglin basket. We
Yep.
talked about it. I wish listed it, but I didn't buy it yet, and you got it and checked it out and played it. So let's talk about Roundguard a little bit.
Yeah. And it was from Counts Tex, I believe, is on Twitter.
Count Stacks, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I don't know
Look
how
it
to
up.
say it, but that's what it says. Yeah. So I was playing Peglin, which is a new indie, kind of not even finished game. I think it's still early access a bit. Which is where you play a little goblin and it's like Peggle, but then you throw your little rock and it goes down the Peggle thing. And it's all about timing and trying to figure out where to go. And it's like an RPG at the top of it. So that's Peglin. And then this Roundguard is similar. It's not about monsters on the tops of the screen, it's the monsters are in the map itself, right?
Okay.
So when you shoot your little thing down, what is it actually? Oh, it's you. Yeah, you throw yourself down.
Yeah, you are the ball.
You
right?
are the ball, yeah. And so, of course, I picked Warrior. There's like, different classes, Rogue, Wizard, all that stuff. I picked Warrior, of course. And he's a little barbarian guy. And so, yeah, when you shoot the ball down, it's you, and you have your little axe. And then you go through and hit things, but you're not just hitting things to get like power-ups and that kind of stuff, but you're also hitting the monsters. And then you have to clear the board, essentially, of the monsters. And sometimes it's the boss board. Obviously, it's a huge boss, and you've got to, deal with him or it. And then the other interesting point is you pick up a lot of power ups, but one of the power ups, or some of the power ups you use, I'm playing on Steam again, so I'm using my mouse, is you actually have to time when you use the ability, which
Okay.
makes it way more fun than obviously just like a Peglin or a Peggle where you just go, I hope I did it.
Where you kind of passively just watch.
You
it
just
happen,
watch
right?
it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one is like all about timing. And so one of the good, use cases as a warrior, one of the skills you can get is when you click the left mouse button, he'll swing his like axe and it'll go through anything that's in front of him. So normally in a Peggle kind of game, you have all these like things, pegs. And if you hit him, then it's going to ruin your whole trajectory, right? But say you have a monster that's beneath a bunch of pegs. If you hit this button at the right time and you got to time it, you'll go through all the pegs and hit the monster.
Oh.
And it's
okay.
amazing. It's such a good feeling. And like as I'm doing this and getting the flow, I'm like, oh, I'm never going back to Peglin. No,
Oh no!
no offense
Wow.
to Peglin.
Oh wow, that was a surprise twist. I wasn't expecting that.
Well, I mean, I still will, and I played it, but it's just.
I mean, you literally just kicked it to the curb, dude. Like on the air.
It's
You're just like, fuck it.
temporarily. Yes, it's
Fuck
temporarily
off,
on the
fuck you,
curb.
get out of here. Yep.
I didn't say fuck you to Peglin.
I mean, spiritually, you did.
I don't think I did. Anyways, Peglin is on the corner, and I did kick him into the curb. I'd lightly pushed him over there, but
oh man,
it's just because there's so many like dynamic things that happen during the game in this one, including like monsters doing things. Like some like skeletons will die, but then they'll raise the dead and make a new skeleton. So you always have to be thinking about the board. And then it's a roguelike, thing. So when you finish or die, you get to get upgrades that you can bring with you. And they really do make a difference. Like the things permanents or whatever.
Yeah.
And then during the match, like even the middle of like the huge run you're doing, it'll stop sometimes, and you'll do like a wheel of not Wheel of Fortune, but the wheels you spin and you win a prize.
Yeah, that is a Wheel of Fortune. It is, yeah.
Okay, well, anyway, something like that you spin, and you'll get stuff for that. And that if you have gold, which you get all the time when you're playing the game, you can spend the gold on that wheel. So there's just so many fun little things within it, and the art's not my favorite style. It's very cartoony.
Yeah, that's the one thing that kind of stopped me from pulling the trigger, because I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't jive with the art. I wish it was slightly differently, but I mean, I got to think about art. You know that.
You do, but what they're doing, and to their credit, is they're going for funny. Like there's a lot of like comic stuff in this, so it does fit, I think, the vibe. By the way, very positive reviews on Steam, and the developer is called Wonder Belly Games, and I really, really recommend it. It's like a great recommendation from one of our listeners. I'm playing it more than any other Steam game right now because it's super addictive, and I can just lose hours to it because I'm like, I should put it down. But then you just want to go to the next board and see if you did it. The last piece of mechanics is when you get to the bottom, normally it's just like, you suck. It's over, right? In a Peggle game.
Yes.
But this one has a little couch or couch cushion, like bed thing, like going back left and right. So if you land on it, you're safe and you don't get hurt. But if you don't, you land on spikes and you get hurt. I think I failed to mention you have hit points. Right, so you're trying not to die.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay.
and just like any other RPG, you have mana and all that stuff as well. So, yeah, so that's a really cool mechanic. It's like if you time it right, you can land on this little thing and then you're fine. You don't get hurt. I really like it. I think
It
it's
sounds really
freaking
fun.
awesome.
It sounds really fun. I'm gonna have to download this. Do you remember how much it was? You bought it on Steam?
Oh wait, is it on Switch?
I believe it's on Switch. I think it's on Switch. I
We
think
should
it
probably
is.
find out right now.
I'll check. Because this is very interesting
Roundguard Switch.
podcasting.
Yeah,
No, you
it
keep
is.
talking.
It is.
It is on
It
Switch.
yeah.
Okay. Right.
So yeah, and it was like $10 or something. I think. I'm seeing how much it is on Switch. It was $20
On Switch?
on Steam, and it
Oh, on
says right
Steam.
now there's a sale on Switch for $7.79.
Oh, that's my price. That's my price. I
Dude,
think
you're
maybe I'm
buying.
gonna go in
Download
on
this
it.
tonight, dude.
I'm gonna email myself a little reminder. Gonna download that thing tonight.
It's from $20. It's about $8 right now on Switch. So anybody listening,
That's a good price.
Yeah.
That's a good price.
anywho, I love it. I like the fact that I paid $20 for it. I think it's awesome. So check it out, Roundguard.
And thank you very much to Stephen Thompson Jones, aka
Yes.
Count Stex, for that recommendation. Thanks for listening, number one, and thanks for writing in, number two, and number three. Thanks for recommending a genuinely good game.
100%.
We love it.
Yeah,
we
I
love it.
I kicked Peglin onto the curb a little bit.
Kick that motherfucker to the curb. Get out of here, Peglin.
Okay, calm down with Peglin. He's fine. He's a nice game.
All right, we're moving on. We're moving on. Let's talk about Winter Ember. This is another one. Full disclosure, I did not get along with very well. This is a top-down, stealth-focused game. It's kind of like a medieval sort of a setting, I suppose, or something like that. No, not medieval. Like that period in England where everybody was like all fancy, where they wear the fancy clothes, they live in the big houses.
Oh,
kind
the
of like
fancy time.
the fancy period. I don't know what you call that period. What's that show that everybody liked on Netflix that was about that period with all everybody was screwing everybody and
I didn't watch it. I know what
Anyway.
you mean. Yeah.
you know what I mean. That whatever that show was, this is what that is. I love how specific I'm being. This is great.
I don't think you
information
said
for our
anything
listeners.
just now. I don't think
I
any
don't think I
words
said literally
made
anything
sense.
right
Yeah.
there.
This is the fancy period,
The fancy period in England. Anyway, the game starts out with honestly a pretty fucking cool, really long opening animated trailer. Like it made me feel like I was watching some kind of like one of those like anime specials on Netflix or something. And it's just like cool graphics and the art style is great and it was like really well animated and I'm like, oh wow, this is very high quality and unexpected. So that was interesting. Really like that opening, but then you start playing the game and it's like a total like left turn because the game doesn't feel or look anything like the opening cutscene, which I gotta say I don't feel great about. Like if you're gonna do a cutscene, I feel like it should be again, my personal preference. I feel like it should be pretty close to what the game is going to be like
Mm.
in some sense. But when one thing is like when it's wildly different, I feel like your expectations get kind of mixed up, and I don't know. Like I don't know why you spend so much time on something that doesn't look like what you're actually working on. But that's just me. Anyway, top down, stealth focused game. You are this dude, English dude, fancy man. Bad stuff happened to you. Somebody got killed. Your fortune got taken away, or something like that. Whatever, doesn't matter. And you come back to get revenge several years later after training yourself in the arts of the English ninja. I guess I don't know. I don't know where you would learn stealth arts in England, but comes back with like a knife and a hood and stuff. And so they, the opening tutorial is like, okay, you can duck and like get out of people's line of sight, and it seems like a pretty like kind of like Metal Gear Solid, like before it went 3D, but like back in the day, like when it was like Metal Gear Solid the first one, where you're kind of looking top down, right? And like you're going around corners and you're looking out for guards and you're sneaking up behind guards. So at first I was like, okay, I haven't played one of these in a while. This might be all right. But again, it feels very rough. Everything about it feels very rough. There is combat if you get caught. I think the game is really, really, really recommending that you don't get caught because combat is not great. It's very difficult. There's a parry that I didn't find worked very well. Combat just didn't feel good in any way. But the problem is it just feels not good to play. You can jump, but you can't jump until like you get to a prompt like on a ledge. You get to a ledge, it'll say push A to jump. Okay, I can do that, but I can't jump any other time. Or like you can take cover behind boxes, but not just any box. It's got to be like the specific box where you see the prompt. And it's like you can take cover here, but there was a couple times when I wanted to take cover behind something, but it wasn't a thing I could take cover behind. I mean, I guess make it like it feels like everything is kind of scripted. Like it doesn't feel like your character is actually in the world. It feels like you're kind of just like interacting with things in the world, but you're not really like a part of the world. Like you're not moving realistically or fluidly through the world. Does that make any sense at all?
Yeah, I think.
It just felt like like you can only do things when the developer wanted you to do things. You couldn't do things when you just wanted to do them yourself. Like if I wanted to just try to jump on a bunch of things to see if it worked, I couldn't do that because you can only jump in a certain place. Or
Mm.
if I wanted to hide behind something to see if like to test out if a guard could see me or not, you can't duck behind something unless the developer wants you to duck behind this one specific box. So you can't just duck behind anything, right? So it
Okay.
felt very like limiting and kind of like artificial. So that part did not feel very good. And also the levels are pretty dark. Again, that's kind of a theme. Just like people just make your games bright. Like I know you're all going for like moody, atmospheric, but like dark is just hard to see. It's not fun. I mean, video games, you need the video. Like just brighten your games up a little bit just so we can see what's going on. The other part is like there's no radar. Like in Metal Gear Solid, there's no soliton radar, so you don't know which way guards are looking, other than you're kind of just guessing which way they're looking. Um, it's difficult to locate people sometimes. Also, there's line of sight, so if there's a guard like around the corner, and this is a top-down game, remember, like in any other game, you'd see them around the corner because that's where the camera is.
Yeah.
In this game, if your character can't see them from his position behind a shelf, even though you should be able to see them from the top down perspective, you won't see them until your character's looking at them. So it's possible to like think you're in an empty room and then you turn around the corner
Oh,
and there's like a guy right there,
I
right?
heard this is the main reason I was afraid of this game because that seems like crazy go nuts.
Yeah, it's like why yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely a reason why Kojima put in that radar because maybe it's not realistic, but like it helps the gameplay. Like it helps you get through things. Like if you're going to do that kind of a thing, then you should probably make it first person or at least second person so that you can kind of see what your character is seeing. It feels more natural that way. But when you're looking top down, your brain automatically expects that you're going to get full knowledge of what's going on, and it doesn't.
Right,
So it
because
feels
you're
weird. Yeah,
seeing where the character should be and they're
exactly.
not there.
Exactly. It's very disorienting. I had a hard time getting used to that. Um, so I just and also the levels. It was like I wasn't really sure what to do, and I wasn't really sure where to go. And it feels like they want you to kind of like explore, kind of like a thief sort of a thing. But I mean, the levels they all kind of look pretty samey. Like I got confused about where I was because every hallway kind of looks the same, every building kind of looks the same. It's just cool idea. Like I get what they're going for. Like I think I can see what they wanted to do, but there was a lot of really weird decisions that don't really that feel like more about a concept rather than how it actually plays out. And I think
Mm.
if they maybe gamified it a little bit more to make it more fun to play rather than more realistic to play, I think they might be onto something. But I just didn't have a very good time with it at all, and I got really frustrated pretty quickly. So yep.
Ba-dum-ba-bam.
All right, let's turn it around. I've got two more games. One here, we're going to talk to you, then I'll finish off with another one. But these last two are actually good. We're going to finish strong.
Yay!
I know, right? Let's get off the negative, let's get into the positive. This new game is, I think, the third or fourth in a series, and I don't think the series has a name. But if you see the art, you will immediately know what this game is. It's called My Brother Ate My Pudding. This is from the same developers who made Mom Took My Game,
Oh,
Mom
right.
Took My Game 2, and there was like I think one or two other ones that they've done since then. They always have these really colorful, bright blue backgrounds, very simple pencil drawings, really limited animation, but I think it's really charming. It's all intentional. Um, this game is wacky. It's just like Mom Took My Game, where you start off with a situation, and in this situation, they spoil it up front. Brother ate my pudding. So there's a guy. He eats his sister's pudding out of the fridge, and she gets pissed, and she comes after to beat his ass. And so you play the brother, and in each level, we're talking like single screen levels on the Switch, right? It's just like one
WarioWare
level.
style.
Yeah, basically, exactly.
Yeah.
WarioWare style. What you want to do in each level is you want to avoid your sister. So you're always looking for like something, some place to hide, something you can do to avoid your sister. And they're all like super goofy, wacky, crazy. Like none of this is serious. None of this is intentional. So like in one example, you're in a room and there's nothing in the room except for like your grandpa and a coat, and you got to figure out what to do. And so you put on the coat, and then you get behind your grandpa and you put your arms through the coat sleeve so it looks like your grandpa's arms, and then you just like pretend to be your grandpa for a second, and the sister sees
Awesome.
you and just like keeps running because she thinks it's your grandpa. It looks goofy AF. It's just every time I do one of these levels, I just laugh because it's so abstract and unexpected and weird, and they're just so kooky. Stuff like that. So if you like the absurd art, the absurd concept, and you want like little WarioWare, I mean, one level will take you 20 seconds,
Yeah, or less.
15,
Yeah.
or less
Yeah.
even, right? Like they're not long at all. So you're just like bam, 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 get through all these little like they're all just like little jokes, joke, 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 joke. And I think most of them are really funny, and they're clever, and they're all very simple and straightforward. It's just easy breezy and fun, puts a smile on my face. I think they're really charming. I also really love the Mom Took My Game games as
Yeah,
well.
I mean,
Those
we
are,
both loved it
yeah,
on the show
recommend.
before.
I mean,
Yeah.
these guys are weird. I don't know how they got the idea. I don't know what's keeping them going, but man, these games are fucking great. I definitely recommend it. 100% recommend it. It's super super fun. So My Brother Ate My Pudding, very fun. Check it out if you want to laugh for sure. I'm playing it on Switch. I think it's on other things as well.
Yeah, and by the way, one of the things I just looked at in a screenshot from that game is how to hide from your sister. Is
Mm.
he literally is sitting on a bench and he has a bunch of food and all these birds come and attack him,
And he's covered in the
he's
birds.
covered
right?
in the birds,
Yep.
and so she
Yep,
can't
yep,
see
yep.
him.
Yeah.
Gosh damn it, $5 too. Come on, people, what's wrong?
Oh
with you?
yeah, $5. I mean, you gotta pick it up.
Yeah.
Just for the.
I'll
just
get
for the
it. I'll
principle
get
of
it
the thing.
tonight.
It's really good stuff. All right, My Brother Ate My Pudding. Good stuff. Thumbs up. Okay, Carlos, back to you. Your final game of the show, Eiyuden Chronicle. Now we were sent a code early release for you to check this out.
Yeah.
But I see that it came to Xbox Game Pass as well. Xbox
Best
Game Pass,
place
best
to
place
play
to play games. Absolutely. So that's amazing. Very happy to see Eiyuden Chronicle come to that. I don't know anything about this. It looks like some kind of a 2D JRPG. There's some really nice art going on, but that's all I know. Why don't you
Oh.
tell us all about it? Oh, no?
No. It is what you said, but I'm saying,
okay.
I'm going to tell you about it because if you don't
Oh,
know,
okay.
there's a lot of kind of little bit of history to it. So it's Eiyuden Chronicle Rising, I think is the full name.
Oh, my apologies.
It's
My
fine.
apologies.
And it's a precursor or prelude to the game they're working on. And the studio is Rabbit and Bear Studios. And some of those people worked on Suikoden.
Oh, okay. That makes perfect sense then, because that is has a very similar vibe, very
Yes.
similar feel to that. Yes.
Yeah. So I watched their like Kickstarter video because they basically were kickstarting a game, and the game is called Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes. So that's coming out next year, and they kickstarted it, whatever. And so their video I watched was really fun and funny, and the team seems like really cool people. And obviously, I love those old school games that they worked on. So I was excited to try it. Obviously, yeah, I've been playing it for 2 weeks now, I think, because we
Okay,
got the
yeah.
code a while ago.
My time flies. All right.
And I
cool.
couldn't say anything until now it's on the best console.
Embargo is up. It's on the
Xbox
best console,
Game
best place
Pass.
to play games,
Best place to
Xbox
play
Game
games.
Pass. Yep.
And it's a 2D action RPG that's really fucking relaxing, and I recommend it to everybody. Like that's TDLR, whatever it is. Wait, TLDR.
TLDR,
Yeah,
yes.
is that it's really fun, relaxing action RPG where you play as 3 characters and you go left to right, or right to left, and basically go through these different screens and kill monsters, solve problems, do side missions, and then there's an overarching like main story. And it's also comedy. It's got a lot of comical stuff in it. So the team, I think, is really like having fun with the characters, but also like making it fun too, and not just like it's not serious. So it's really relaxing. I'll tell you the story in a minute. But what's weird about it is it's an action RPG that's 2D and side scrolling. The actual game they're building is not that at all. So
What?
yeah, they're building Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes is like, I think, to the best of my knowledge, a turn-based like Suikoden type game, right? Where you
But it's not 2D anymore?
No, I don't think so. You can check while I'm talking, but I'm pretty sure
I'll
it
Google
isn't.
it.
And so what's interesting is it's a totally different style of engine that they built just for this kind of like precursor game. And I don't remember many times that happening in the game dev world, but I like it because I mean, if the main game was like this, I would also like it.
I mean, it kind of looks like that. I'm looking. Oh no, I'm looking. No, that's
They're
not
moving like think 3 and like forward and backwards in space in that game in the 100 Heroes.
Yeah, it's hard to find anything because all the images are from the one you're talking about now. There's not much about. Here it is, 100 Heroes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks similar, but yeah, you're right. I think there's more 3D space involved in
and
that.
I think it's turn based. I think it's like an old school turn based
It
turn
does
based
look
RPG.
that way.
Yeah.
Yes, it does look that way.
So, anyways, this game stands on its own. I think they originally were thinking about making it shorter. It's pretty long. I played 8 hours of it now, or 9 hours, and it's I think I have like 3 or 4 more hours to go. So it's a pretty like lengthy precursor kind of game. And you play as 3 characters. The first girl, her name is CJ. She's kind of like a scavenger, scrappy. Again, double jump kind of attack moves, in 2D. And she's kind of fast, and she's got like a super dash. And then you meet other characters. You meet 2 other characters. And the idea is that obviously we're fleshing out the story with these 3 characters before we play the main game, right? And then you'll get to know them more. And you do, because I'm playing this game for almost, 10, 12 hours. And so she meets a kangaroo type person named Guru. And he's kind of like half kangaroo. And
I see what they did there. Yes, I get it.
And he is like, he got a bigger sword and slashes and kind of like more attack, but also slower. And then he can guard and stuff. And then you finally meet the third character, which I won't spoil. It's kind of a spoiler. I don't know if they show her in action, but it's more like a magic user. And so you have all those, and as you're playing, say you're like you go to the forest to like collect stuff. When you attack, if you like finish an attack with one character and then pick the other button, so like each button is a character. Does that make sense,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So you switch to triangle when you're hitting box, and all of a sudden Guru comes out and he does like a combo. He'll do like
So
a
you're doing a
super
button
move.
combo, but you're also manipulating like each character per button.
Yeah,
Right?
each
Okay,
character
gotcha.
makes, if you switch at the right time, the switch of the character makes a combo. And they're totally different, play styles. For me, I'm mainly playing as CJ because I just like her moveset the most, but I'll occasionally bring in the other 2 characters. So it's super fun, super relaxing. All the side missions like in an RPG, it's like, hey, go back to that place you were just at, almost like Metroidvania.
Yeah.
And get me like 4 fucking fig leaves or something, And you're like, okay, I guess I'll go back. But when you go back, sometimes you'll complete like a bunch of missions because you just picked up a bunch of shit, I went to a part of the town and I just talked to people and they gave me missions and then I completed them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I already
yeah.
had like a whole knapsack
You had
of
stuff
shit.
already. Yeah, exactly. I love that.
But that is so relaxing. And what's funny is the character CJ, you get stamps in a little stamp book for doing side missions. So she gets addicted to the stamps. She's like, yeah, I'll do anything for a stamp. And then what's
Wow.
funny is it was mirroring how I felt. Because I was like, I don't have to do these side missions. I had to just go to the main story.
But you'll do anything.
But
for
I'll
a
do
stamp.
anything for a
You know that,
stamp.
Carlos? Stamp
Actually,
whore.
that's a good title for 2. I'll do anything for a stamp.
That's a good one also.
Write it down. So it's super addictive, the side missions. It's, again, playful, fun. If you're going to play the 100 Heroes game, it makes sense to play this game because you learn more about these 3 characters.
And it's on Game Pass.
It's
Xbox
on Game Pass, the
best
best
place to
way
play
to play
games.
video games. And I think what else was I going to say about it? Yeah, I just love going. I thought I would get mad about going back to areas I've been, but I didn't. I just like really enjoyed it. And sometimes new things will unlock as well because there's like these different barriers that you later on can unlock. So, say you went to a screen and it's a dungeon or something, now you can go further down in it, like because you got better or something.
Right.
And all along the way, you're upgrading yourself. So you like, oh yeah, I didn't tell you the other main mechanic is you're building up a town. So this town was kind of half destroyed.
Oh, okay. So that's a fun mechanic.
That's
I love
another
like
mechanic.
building a
Yes.
town and like you feel the progress and things growing. That's cool. I
Yeah,
dig
by
that.
doing the side missions, you're basically helping people like
Yeah.
rebuild.
Yeah.
And of course, what happens when they rebuild is they make more weapons available and more armor and shit like that.
Sure.
So
That's a very Suikoden kind of thing too.
it is, and it's such a good loop. I mean, it makes me want to play 100 Heroes even more. They just know how to do this thing, this style.
I mean, that's cool. That sounds great, dude. Because I was a big fan of Suikoden back in the day. Did you play those back then?
Yeah,
Also?
yeah. And I like the collecting of people, and having all these
Yeah.
playable characters.
Those were good. Those were good ass games, dude. And I'm glad that those guys are still doing something. I'm definitely gonna check this out.
Dude, Rabbit and Bear Studios, check them out.com. And the other thing I was going to say is the graphics. So it's 2D, but that kind of like parallax scrolling in the background.
Yes.
They do a really good job of depth of field. So similar to what's Octopath Traveler. Not that much depth of field and unfocused, but it's just I snapshotted a picture and sent it to Twitter, and I was in the snow field or something. It's just amazing. It's like so beautiful. So I'm just so excited to see what they do with the main game. That's my long-winded explanation of it. It's such a short game, but it's so fucking fun. I've been playing for 2 weeks straight, and like every time I'm like upset with a game I don't like or something, I just turn everything off and put back on Eiyuden Chronicle Rising.
Excellent. Well, yeah, it's on Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, best place to play games. I'm gonna check it out. I feel like I tagged it for like downloading later, but I haven't gotten back to it. I mean, honestly, time is my big barrier right
Yeah.
now, man. Just finding time to play everything. I mean, we've talked about a couple games, and the stuff that you brought this show sounds really good, so I definitely want to get to it. But man, I just gotta find the fucking time. So
I
anyway,
know.
sounds like a winner though, for sure.
Yeah, ending the show on a high note. 2 good ones.
Yep, 2 good ones, and then one final good one to talk about.
Is
One
it a
final
good one or a bad
It is
one?
a good one. It's a
Okay.
very good one. This is Mighty Goose. Have you played Mighty Goose?
I've not played Mighty Goose.
It is a 2D run and gun shoot 'em up action game, pixel art, where you play a goose, an actual goose that has like cybernetic arms. I don't know if they replace your wings or maybe they're just on top of your wings. Is it like an exosuit or are they grafted? I don't know. We don't really get into the backstory of it very much, but the bottom line is you're a goose, you've got metal arms, but the rest of you is just pure goose, all American goose. And you're going to go run in this, like you're in space and you're doing very Metal Slug like shooting. I'm sure you played Metal Slug at some point,
Yeah,
right?
of course, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that. Like lots of bullets, lots of explosions, lots of going left and right. There's a bunch of vehicles. There's like a little motorcycle. I think there was also like some kind of a tank or something like that I was in. You run and gun shoot, you dodge, duck, jump. I mean, it's all what you would expect from looking at it. But the reason that it's so good is because unlike many of the other games we talked about this episode, this game feels fucking properly tuned. Like the jumping feels good. The dodging feels good. The shooting feels good. The aiming feels good. Like they clearly took the time in making a shooting game to say, we better make sure our fucking shooting feels good. And it does. It feels great. I feel like it feels wonderful. Running around is just really great. The graphics are really fun and colorful and bright. I think each level is just the right size. Like they're not super long, but they're not super short either. It feels like they're just the right size to where you get in a good amount of adrenaline, but then you're like, okay, I feel like I'm hitting my max right now, and then boom, the level's over. There's little secret paths to go on. You unlock, I believe you unlock these helper characters. I've only unlocked maybe like 2 or 3, and I'm not sure what the requirements for some of them are, but one person will just like help you attack. One other guy will come with you, and he gives you like a constant supply of ammo. So if you want to use like your bonus gun, you have a regular gun with infinite ammo, and then your little bonus gun. If you use the bonus gun, he just keeps you fed up. So you can use the bonus gun like all the time if you want to. If you don't like the bonus gun, you can switch him out for a different helper who will do like whatever. So there's unlocks to get, there's levels to go through with secret paths. There's really good, really tight 2D run and gun gameplay. Very, very Metal Slug-ish, and I like Metal Slug a lot. So I think it's very cool that we get kind of a different take on that same flavor. We got sent a code for the purpose of talking about in the show, which I'm doing right now. The point of the code was that I was supposed to play the DLC, and the developers made it possible for me to play just the DLC. That's not usually how it works. But I told them, I'm like, hey, I've actually never played Mighty Goose, and so I don't have like a game save to boot up or anything. And they're like, yeah, okay, that's fine. You can just play the DLC if you want. Here, do this. But to be honest with you, I didn't even touch the DLC yet because I jumped into the first level. I'm like, oh, this is actually really fun. I really would like to just play the entire game first and then get to the DLC.
Yeah.
So I apologize to the developers and the PR people because the whole point of this was to tell you about the DLC. So there is DLC,
Yeah.
brand new DLC. It's out there. I'm sure it's great because the rest of the game is great. But I didn't want to jump to that because I'm having so much fun with the main game. So I feel like you should check it out. I do believe it's on Xbox Game Pass, best place to play games. It's also on Switch, which is where I'm playing. It feels great on the Switch. Feels very Switch appropriate. I think it's on everywhere else. But Mighty Goose has been out for a while. I meant to get to it earlier and never got around to it, and this is now my chance. And I'm glad that I finally got to it. I think it's really good. It's really fun. So if you want run and gun 2D action, I feel like it delivers.
Yeah, and that says a lot about the game that you were so into the game before you even played the DLC because you just want to play the game.
Yeah. I mean, I could have just jumped in at the end and played whatever DLC was, but I was like, yeah, man, this is good stuff. I want to go back and see the whole thing. So again, apologies, I didn't talk specifically about the DLC, although there is DLC available. Please go check that out. But also, just check out this game. I think it's really worth your time. It's really fun.
Metal Goose Slug.
There is no slug in the title, but it does.
Right.
It does. Could be Mighty Goose Slug, Metal Slug Goose.
That's better, actually.
Goose Slug Metal. I mean, any combination of those words would kind of get the concept across. So, Metal. You got me saying it now. No, Mighty Goose is what it's called, and it's good stuff. All right, that's all I have. Carlos, do you have anything else to the show?
No, we're done. We did it.
That is a big show. Did it in a pretty good amount of time. I actually less time than I thought we were going to. So I say let's wrap it up. What say you?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. All right, folks, we're going to wrap it up. We voted. The motion passed. We're going to move forward with this. Wrapping it up. Please send us your questions and comments. Hit us up, sovideogamespodcast@gmail.com. We're on Twitter @sovideogames. But you can reach us individually. Carlos, where are we directing your traffic this week?
Twitter, ONAWA, and also TikTok, Carlos Rodella, RODELA.
Excellent. As for me, social media, Instagram, Twitter, same as usual. It's my name, BRADGALLAWAY, all A's, no O's. And this is going to do it for episode 284. Thank you all again for joining us here on the So Video Games podcast, and we'll see you next week. But in the meantime, this is Bye from Brad.
And best place to play games, Xbox from Carlos. It's the best place. You can't.
Best place to play games.
So many exclusives, and it's just, it's like
Carlos Game Pass.
Wow to ever do anything else
with Carlos.
Best place to play games.